We live now. I just pressed the button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, where's
I
I'm
just
refreshing our Battle Axe page. Ain't nothing but yesterday class.
riding on you and hatching yesterday trade. We live now though.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it on the screen, but I just wait for it to come up on the, what's the name? All right, there we go. hmm
Start drinking me. I'm starting back drinking me some hot tea again.
Yeah, that hot TV good.
Me some hot
It do
tea.
work. it do
What's
work. 28th.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, it's the 28th. Shalom, Yata, Hadiba, wheat and the tears.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go into the parables of the wheat and tares, man. Uh, I Captain Benaniyah was going in yesterday,
Come.
and doing a wonderful job. I almost did it. I almost did it because I like to watch his class. He kind of gave me a inkling what I'm gonna go into the next day because of like based on what he deal with, you know,
Yeah.
shallow one. What he was like the
Shalom,
question,
Dan.
like if he getting like say for instance like if he getting like a lot of questions going over one thing because like a lot of times
hmm
when we go into his class like when he go into doing his Q&A it be a lot of questions over the same thing.
Yeah.
So that kind of give me like the inkling of sometimes you'll kind of see me let me backing off of him. Then I can kind of see how Yahri kind of let me back off of me and see how that the week kind of go. You know what I mean?
Come.
But it's all praise to the Most High. Like,
Come.
but you got to see the structure because the spirits, like they say, speak expressly. Meaning what you have to catch on to a lot of some of these things that they saying. Like whatever
Come.
spirits out there, you got to be able to deal with whatever's out there. So even going into
hmm
doing street teaching, like when you see somebody street teaching, you'll see like you're not gonna go if somebody dealing in like say for instance somebody got like a gluttonous spirit, you're not gonna go in to start talking about fringes, right?
Come.
So whatever spirit out there, you got to deal with the spirit that's out, right? You can't just
Come.
go on doing. That's how they help brothers to line classes up. You know what I mean?
hmm
So without further ado, we're going straight to it. You already know me. Let's go to Matthew chapter 13.
Uh,
All right, go to Matthew chapter 13. Shalom, I meant to call Captain B today. Man, got busy trying to get some stuff done, man. But I got the stuff done.
hello? Jerubbaal. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hey, yeah. Uh, how did remember we was at the school? Ehud, how did we do that? Yeah. No, I don't know how to really do that. Oh, you. It's like you stuck on that mug, man. My screen, you stuck like a mug, man. What's called? She said you froze. To my me, I ain't. Am I moving now? Man, I ain't even on that. I'm on my internet. Who froze? Okay, who froze? Me or E Hood froze? That's why I say you talking about Verizon. Yeah, check yourself for your wreck. Yeah, it told you E Hood. Right? Yeah, I told you. You gonna talk about mine? You always want to throw them shots. E Hood frozen man. Let's go to it, man. Is it gonna be? I think we'll try to do it. Yeah, it's still showing them on the screen. There you go, you. Dang, it should just had them. Shalom, Makiyam. Try to give you a look. We finna go into the Adam. There you go.
All right.
Shoot, let's get to it, man. You waste enough time.
All right.
So Matthew chapter 13, we'll start at verse 1.
Come. The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 1. The same day when I was shy out of the house and sat by the seaside,
Uh-huh.
great multitudes were gathered together unto him,
Right.
so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore.
Right,
And
read
he
on.
spake and he spake many things to them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow.
So guess what?
And
This
when
is hold on. So this is Christ. He's speaking of this first parable he going into, right? He said he seen the multitude come, so he went up into the ship. And so
Mhm,
while he's up in the ship, he see all the people coming. Now he's starting to speak to he's starting to speak into these parables. So if you read down, it's going into the first parable is going into the four types of Israelites, right?
come,
So the four types of Israelites go hand in hand with the wheat and the tares, because he's just saying it, but he's just rephrasing it in a different form. So
come,
he goes to break down the four types of Israelite, break down the wheat and the tares. Your brothers and sisters can understand it. So uh but it also explains not just that, it also explains the mustard seed too in the leaven. So he goes in speaking a couple different parables if you read Matthew chapter 13. But in these parables that he's breaking down, these they go hand in hand. If brothers and sisters can understand that. Right? Let's jump down to verse 24. So what did we read? Verse 3? Read verse 3 again.
verse 3. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying,
Mhm.
Behold, a sower went forth to sow.
Right? So he said, sower went forth to sow. Who is the sower? Jump down to verse 36.
Come. Verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and
Uh-huh.
his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field.
Right? Because this is what we gonna be going over about the tears of the field. Shalom, shalom to all the brothers and sisters in the chat, man. Shalom. So he said, so the disciples wanted the understanding of what explain to us about the tears of the field, right? Read.
Come. Verse 37. He answered and said unto them, He that the good seed is the Son of Man.
So guess what? He's talking about himself. He said he that sowed his good seed was him, right? Was Christ, right? Going into many other precepts in the Bible, talking even especially going into John chapter 1, how the sheep, John chapter 10, how it talks about how Christ is talking about my sheep will hear my voice, right?
God,
So all of these like and I always want to make sure that brothers and sisters understand it when when Christ is speaking, when it said when this Bible is being written, when this Bible is being was written from the beginning, it was always going into Christ. He was the word of God made flesh, but Christ was speaking through the mouth of Yahweh, his father, right?
God,
So everything the Most High spoke, he spoke those words which was speaking of his son, right? Coming back into uh Christ coming back to rule the world again, right? Rule the nations
God.
again, right? But let's read let's jump up to verse 24.
Verse 24.
Yeah.
The parable put he forth unto them,
hmm
saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which soweth good seed in his field.
What we just read this, right? The man that
God,
sowed good seed in the field was what? The Son of Man, meaning Christ was the one that was sowing good seed in the field. But if you know about the parable of the if you know about the four types of Israelite, when you read up in this chapter, you'll know that this sower sowed the seed, then some fell by the wayside, stony ground, some stayed for a while, they sprung up, and then they withered away. Then you see some, which was the last one, did what was, man, they was good, and they flourished 60, 30, 60, and 100-fold, right? Go
mm-hmm.
all these go one in the same. This whole chapter, like you say, it's just a run on going into this parable, right? Verse 25.
Verse
No,
25.
Shalaki. Read verse 24 again, Shalaki.
Verse
But I,
24
I
from the
want
top.
to. I'm explaining this because I want to make sure brothers and sisters understand what this thing is going into, right? But go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which
Mhm.
sowed good seed in his.
So he said, "So good seed in this field." What is this field talking about? Jump down to verse 38, because this is how when you break it down, the four types of Israelite, you got to go back and forth. Like you line, you actually gotta. You actually gotta line it up because it makes more sense this way, right?
God,
Because you can go precept upon precept, but you also can go line upon line.
God.
Right.
38. The field is the world.
He said the field is the world, right? This field that is
Mm-hmm.
so good seed in, it just goes into this world, right? He said the field is the world. Read.
God. The good seed are the children of the king,
And he said the good seed are the children of the kingdom, right? Mean going into Israel, but read.
but the tares are the children of the wicked one.
But the tares are the children of the wicked. And this is the thing that we're gonna have to we trying to get some understanding about today, right? About the good seed that flourish, but we also get understanding about the wicked too, right? Because like you say, these things go one and the same, right?
God,
But let's read it. Let's jump back up, all right? So when we read in verse 24, it said, in another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. He said his, right? In
God,
his field, meaning the world. The field is the world, right?
God.
Verse 25.
Verse 25. But while sneeze, but while men slept, his
Mm-hmm.
enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat
Right?
and went his way.
So now, just like if you got the mindset to think about the four types of Israelites, think about what this going into too. You brothers and sisters understand that, right? It said, but while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat. Right? The wheat was the what? brothers and sisters should know what the wheat is, because we just read what the wheat was. That's what was the good seed. The tares was what the wicked was, right? So he said, while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. That's what Satan do. Satan, only thing you got to do is just open the door for Satan. Satan does his thing and leave. He's not going to stick around. That spirit is already planted on you. You just have to be the one. You got to fight the spirit off. It's your job to fight that spirit off that comes on you.
Con.
Right? It ain't for another person. It's for you to fight that spirit off. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Proverbs chapter 4 right quick. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 4. Yeah. Proverbs chapter 4. We're gonna go to verse uh 16.
Con. The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done,
Right, read.
and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall.
Unless they cause something to fall. So this is what the wicked ones is planted by the thing, because they are. That's why the tares, what they do, they try to cause some people to fall. Right? This goes into the same parable which we read. This is what the wicked one, they said they. That's why I say. That's why I say enter not. Let's jump to verse 14. This is why it's giving us instruction on how to deal when the person got a spirit on them. You could, and the thing is, of a person, if you learning in this truth, and if you reading your scriptures in this truth, that should show you what kind of spirit a person got on them. And now I ain't saying a person can have a tear spirit all the time, but this tear spirit can get in you, right? And you can do wickedly, meaning going into sin, right? Proverbs chapter
Mm-hmm.
4 and verse 14.
Con. The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 14.
Start at
Enter
verse
not
13,
into,
Shalaki, my bad.
no, you good. The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 13. Take fast hold of instruction.
Uh-huh.
Let her not go. Keep her, for
Keep her,
she is for she is thy life.
for she is the life. Good instruction is your life. Mean that's this meaning this the Bible is your life. Life is our lifeline, right? These are the things that help support the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, right? But read on.
Con, verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked.
So that the Lord said, "Enter not into the paths of the wicked." Right? We know and we see when the it's like you say, the enemy comes and he put the tares among the wheat, right? Because all these things happen because of the decision that we make, right? And so sometimes we
Con,
we have to go. That's why the Lord left this for us in the world, the comforter, so we can be able to fast, so we can be able to pray, right? So we can give alms, so we can get those spirits off of us, man. And I know a lot of times being in this truth, it's hard for brothers to do all of those things, right? But you can, and it's possible, and it's not grievous, right? But this is something that we need to be working on as a nation, not just as a nation, but as an individual in your own in the walk that you in this truth. You should be working on doing. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. When you in Matthew chapter 6, if you giving alms and if you fasting and if you praying, man, and you hitting on all cylinders, right? That's what you
con,
hitting on all cylinders with the Lord, man. Right? You got to have it, right? But let's read on though,
con, 14 from the top. Enter not into the path of the wicked,
mm-hmm.
and go not in the way of evil men.
Right, read.
Avoid, pass not by it.
Mm-hmm.
Turn from it, and pass away.
So guess what? So when you see any of these different spirits pop up, guess what you should be doing, man? Hey, when somebody in that type in their frame of mind, they got to get what the Lord tells you to do. Flee from it, right?
Con,
The Lord said He's giving you to understand. He wants you to flee from you can because everybody say they discern spirits. But so when you see a person got a spirit on them, guess what? Once you trying to help brothers and sisters out, and they still got this spirit on them, guess what you got to do? What they say? Titus 2, right? right? After 2 or 3 times, you got to admonish that man, right?
Gotta go.
All right, verse 16.
16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
So guess what? That's why.
There's
Hold on. So that's why when you see, he said, "Why men sleep?" When you think about Proverbs, think about what we read in Matthew chapter 13. Chapter 13 and verse 25. He said, "Why men slept? What did they do? Why they slept? Guess what? Somebody came in to sow some wickedness,
God.
right? So he said, "Why men slept?" Right? Read. I mean, verse no. So like verse 16.
Verse 16 from the top. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
As it said, they have done wicked. Read.
And and their sleep is taken away,
Mm-hmm.
unless they cause all.
Unless the only way they sleep would be given to them, the only way they because that's what they there for to
Would
sow
that
mischief, right?
that be their imagined wickedness upon their bed?
It's kind of like that, but it's
Okay.
not. It's kind of like that, but that's part of it too,
Yeah, that popped
And
in
I'm
my
not
head.
saying because even in this, you got to think about it to give understanding. Even in this, the other nations is among the tares,
God.
right? So they can be they can that's a form of it too. I ain't taking away from it, right?
God.
But just like it's saying, it said, "For they slept not, except they have done mischief." That's what they wanted to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what these people wanted to do, right? And so they
God.
slept was the sleep was taken away unless they caused some to fall, right? And that's what they were
God.
trying. Hey, they want to accomplish that, man, right? Let's go to Jude, right? Let's go to Jude. I want to get that. Let's go to Jude 1 and 4. Right.
The book of Jude. I'll wait for you to get there.
Yeah. On there.
The book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 4. But
Uh-huh.
there are certain men crept in unawares,
Uh-huh.
for of old ordained to this wait, yeah, condemnation,
Uh-huh.
ungodly men,
Right, read.
turning the grace of God into
Right.
lasciviousness,
Mm-hmm.
and denying the only Lord God and our Lord Hamashiach Yahushua.
Right. So this is and it speaks, this going into the same thing, right? These things is going one and the same, right? Crept in unawares. How did they creep in unawares? Because sometimes these people, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I learned about people in this world, people, like you say, and when we was taught this too, a thief not finna come in and say, hey, Ehud, he not finna knock at your door and be like, hey, bro, your car look good, man, and I'm coveting your car. I'm finna steal it when you go to sleep. A thief is not finna do that, man. It's just a thief is not finna just come in and just say, hey, you know what, I like them wheels on your car, man. When you go sleep tonight around about 12 o'clock, when I see all the lights go off in your house, and I'm gonna wait about an hour, then I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna take them rims from you, bro. The thief is not gonna do all of that, man. And you just finna see it happen. And once it happen, man, it's gonna happen to you, and then guess what's gonna happen after that? You're gonna have to report it, man, or something. You know what I mean? This is just how
Mm-hmm.
that thing go, right? This is how stuff happens in this truth too, right? People not
God.
gonna just say, I, what I'm saying, I hate this brother. I'm just gonna murmur, but hey, brother, people not gonna come to you. Hey, brother, I hate you. You know what? I'm just gonna murmur behind your back. You know what I'm saying? This is how I'm gonna do it. People not gonna say that, right?
God.
That's just not gonna happen, right? And the one thing I learned about this, I'm gonna tell you something. Even dealing with people in the world, crazy don't announce itself. It just show up,
Yep.
right? They don't. A crazy person does not announce itself. They just show up, and when they show up, you be like, "Dang, this fool crazy, ain't it?" Right? This is how the world go. They don't announce themselves. They just show up, and you just got to deal with whatever's else in front of you, right? Let's go back to Matthew chapter
God.
13, man. Matthew chapter 13. Let's go back to Matthew 13. Well, I have the incense burning good. Matthew chapter 13, and it started verse 26.
All right, the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 26. But when the blade was sprung up,
No,
brought forth,
Shalaki, man. Shalaki. You wanna go ahead, my bad.
26 from the top.
Mm-hmm.
But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit,
Mm-hmm.
then appeared the tares also.
So guess what? So now that lets you know what while good is there, while good is there, guess what's gonna be there? Evil. And these are the
Mm,
people that you're gonna have to be dealing with, man. All right. So
mm,
you just can't, because guess what? This is why the Lord wants to give everybody that's in Israel an opportunity to make it to the kingdom. He
mm,
wants everybody to get an opportunity. So guess what? That's why he's letting the good be out there, but he let the tares stay among them. So I know, Salak, so he letting the good do their work, but he want the tares to be around them. Hopefully, that guess what, they light can shine on the good, I mean on the evil or on the tares, so they can be able to be a wheat too,
con,
right? He literally trying to give everybody an opportunity. That's why the four types of Israelite go one in the same with the wheat and the tares, because he literally on the four types of Israelite, all four of them had an opportunity, right?
con.
All four of them had opportunity. But out of the four, three turned into wheat, and one of them three turned into tares, and one of them to stay the wheat,
Yeah,
right? This is what these parables that Christ is speaking of. It's plain, right?
con,
But when you read it, when the Christian read it, they can't dissect this because they ain't got enough sense to understand this thing, man. So it says when a blade, meaning what? He was on a good ground and this blade came up, right? And
con.
he was among the tares, right? Watch this. Let's go to Romans chapter 7. Classic. Well, sister should have that too. Romans
You
chapter
said
7.
Rome.
Romans chapter 7.
Mm-hmm.
This how cold Romans chapter 7 is. Watch this. Start at verse 1. Watch this. This is this
Uh-huh.
and everybody likes to go to Romans, but when they go to Romans, it's you don't hear Christians reading this. You don't hear them. They can battle. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm on, and I try my best to stay out of TikTok, but I was on TikTok battling these dang on Christians over Luke chapter 6, verse 43 through 46. Well, I was just like, man, this was amazing to me, man. I just had to take my glasses off. This is I'm talking about, this is nuts.
What they were saying?
They look, they butchering, they butchering that. And I'm talking about they butchering the hell out of these scriptures, man. But anyway, let's need to hear none of that,
We'll talk
man.
about that
Right now.
later.
We'll talk about that later, man. God dang it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about he was butchered. I said, Lord, man. But anyway,
The
let's
book of
go.
Romans, chapter 7, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law.
Why the hell they don't read this? Because Paul said, I speak to the people that know the law, man. Right? Why do people
Mm-hmm.
they can read all they can read, man, they let's go to Romans chapter 11. Let's go to Romans chapter 9, verse 26. Let's go to this. But they don't want to read Romans 7, verse 1, right? But read Romans 7 and 1. He said he's talking to people that know the law. Watch what Paul say about the law. Read.
How that the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth?
So he said the law has dominion over man as long as he liveth, man.
Mm-hmm.
According to them, they think, look, and this is a class for brothers. I mean, we done did this class many a time. I'm talking about many a time. But I got to speak on it because it's on my mind. Because they think Christ has one law and they think Moses has another law. I'm
That's
talking
wild.
about they butchered. I'm talking about they think Christ has a law and they think Moses has a law. But anyway, man, it's that's madness, right?
Con.
Let's jump down to verse 21. This to show you how good and evil they gonna always be there together. Because why the good and evil gonna be together? We gonna explain it to you. Watch it. Go
Well,
back
you
to
in the
the
spirit, boy. You read my mind, cause that's what I was looking for from Matthew 13:26.
mm-hmm.
Con. The book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 21. I find in a law
Mm-hmm.
that when I would do good, evil is present with me.
So evil is always gonna be present with you with the good. No matter what, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where you're getting it from. Let's see where you're getting it from. He said, no matter what, it's just a law. He said, I see in the law that while I do good, evil is present with me. Why would you think he say that? Huh?
Um, you can go a couple different ways. Satan come immediately.
Mm-mm.
Um,
No, no. Think about this. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give it broad to you, then we're gonna go to the scriptures to explain it.
okay.
When the sons of men came to go see the Lord when in the book of Job, who was there with them?
The devil, but that was my
That's
second.
but I'm just
That,
saying
yeah,
this you
that
just
makes sense.
because
Yeah.
because Satan answered to the most high too. Nobody can go around him, right?
Con.
Let's go to Deuteronomy.
Uh,
Jesus. Deuteronomy chapter 30. You should know where we're going. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Right. Uh Start at verse 19.
Con. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you,
Mm-hmm.
that I have set before you life and death,
These are the things is
bl-
two things is set before you. Life and death, read.
blessing and cursing.
All right, read.
Therefore, choose life,
Mm-hmm.
that both thou and thy seed may live.
So guess what? The Lord said, regardless of the fact, he said, I'm gonna give you life and death, blessings and curses. This is gonna be in front of you the whole time, right? Jump up to verse 15.
Verse 15. See, I have set before thee this day
Mm-hmm.
life and good,
Uh-huh.
death and evil.
You see how they go? The
Come.
Lord said, this is a commandment that ain't gonna go away. This is
Mm-hmm.
set before us every single day of our lives that we live on this earth. The Lord said, I set before you this day life and good, and also set death and evil before you. So why you seeing that you can do good or whatever, guess what the Lord set before you? He set these things right, and they not gonna move,
Come.
right? These are the things that's gonna be set abound in front of us. We can either choose this, we can choose this, or we can choose that. There's no in between with the Lord. Right?
Come.
According to Revelation chapter 3, there's no in between. You finna choose one.
Yeah.
You finna choose one, my boy. They said, my boy, you finna choose one, my boy.
God, they be quick to say you got free will. That's your free will right there. Choose
Yeah.
one.
Your free will. You can free will to
Mm-hmm.
die. Because if you don't choose one, the Lord gonna make you choose, and he's gonna be the bad one.
Come.
Right? According to Revelation chapter 13, verse 15, 16, 17, like that.
Hey, you know what? You're absolutely right. Because when you had an opportunity not to do something, and you decide to do the wicked thing, like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and you go out. Next thing you know, you in a whole heap of trouble. It be just like that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear Big Brother shoes. You go out, you might put ketchup all over the shoe. You don't know what to do with them things.
Well, you have to pay. You have to pay it forward.
I'm telling you.
I tell bro sister all the time, sin feel good as hell. It's just the back end you got to
What?
pay for it on it.
Mm-hmm. That post sin clarity.
Well, you got to pay for it on that back end, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it be. All right.
God,
So let's go back up. Let's go back to Matthew chapter 13,
God. All right.
verse 27.
The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
So the servants, the householder, came and said unto him,
Mm-hmm.
Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in the
Mm-hmm.
field? From whence then hath it tares?
So guess what? Now the servant's like, dang, Lord, didn't you serve something? Didn't you? I thought you was the. I thought you supposed to plant up good seed. Didn't you sow good seed? How is it tears in what you sowed?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you know what? That lets you know that he's not talking about all nations, man.
God.
That's not. That's to let you know. I mean, we gonna be gathered at all nations. Don't get it twisted. Israel gonna be gathered at all nations, because when it, even when we go down, it's gonna explain. A lot of times, this go over their head. Of the
God.
Lord literally gonna be gathering us from all nations. It's literally gonna go into this, right? And so, but guess what? Those servants. Who are the servants? Give me a precept for servant. Let me see if you know it. Give me a precept for
That's
servant.
what 40 Isaiah.
You hitting on it.
I mean, I can go with 44 and 1, 44 21, 45 4, or that second there just 2 and 1. Whatever which one you want.
That's a good one. Let me see. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 49. Let's go Isaiah 49 and 3.
Okay.
Oh, I just want to see if you had me you can name out of it. But this is a good one too. This is one I like to use the most when I go with the servant.
All right. I'm gonna add that one to the arsenal then.
Yeah.
49 and 3. All right. Oh, still. All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And said unto me, Thou art my servant, O
Mm-hmm.
Israel,
Oh,
in
Israel.
whom in
Mm-hmm.
whom I will be glorified.
So this is
What
why
my
I pick.
highlight on?
This is why I choose this one because I
That's a
always on
good
this
one.
one. It's saying it plain too. It said, "You
Yeah.
are my servant Israel," right? But like
Don't
it
get no
said,
plainer than that.
right? So
I had to highlight that one. Let's see, I'm gonna add that one on there.
boy, yeah, boy, I'm telling you, I've been trying to mess with my finger all day. Boy, I don't even want to show y'all on camera. Boy, I busted that mug. Dang Esau. I was here trying to help him pick some stuff up on the back of the truck, and he smushed my finger. Ooh wee! That
Yeah, I
mug
forgot that
really,
even happened to you.
that
Did it
mug.
heal up?
Well, yeah, it's doing a good job. I ain't 100%, but I've been picking
Yeah.
it, you know. Shalom.
Uh,
Let's go back to Matthew chapter 20. Matthew chapter 13. Start at verse 28.
the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 28. And he said unto them,
Mm-hmm.
An enemy have done this.
He said, the enemy have done this, right? Read.
The servant said unto him,
Mm-hmm.
Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up?
So guess what? He said, they said an enemy done this, right? He said, so what do you think, Lord? Should we go and gather them up? Right? So what do you think our job is in this truth? You think we supposed to gather them up? How will we gather them up in this truth? Because we can't gather them up like an angel, but how or like how do we gather them up?
By being fishers of men.
By being fishers of men. That's a good one. That was a good. That's a good. You said the greatest among you is the servant. That's what I pull on Matthew 23 and 11. But this is how we gather. We don't gather like the like the angels or Yahushua or the Most High. But we can gather. We can gather men up. But this is how we gather. Go to Matthew 22. We gonna go. We gonna go and show you some stuff.
Get
Matthew
into the
chapter 22.
match.
That's it. That's the only way we gather. We just got to be
Con,
into the marriage. The Lord gonna decide the wheat and the tares. We can't decide it because we don't have enough understanding for that. Read on. Read it. 22 and 9.
con. The book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways,
Uh-huh.
and as many as ye find,
Right, read.
bid to the
The
marriage.
Lord said, be it to the marriage, man. Read on.
So the servants, so those servants went out into the
So
highways
this is what the
and get.
servants of the Lord, when they speak on the servants of the Lord, these servants did what? They went out into the highway, right? This is what the
Mm-hmm.
Lord commanded them. He said, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as you should find, be it to the marriage. That's something you'll never see in the religion. Right? They're not going out here to go bid nobody to the marriage. Even the Muslims, what
Nope.
they going when even the Muslims, they go out to the highway, but they selling bean pies.
I
Right?
don't even see them doing that no more. That done
And-
dried up for them.
right? But hey, this is what it is. They be out on the corner. Shalaka Salam, my brother. All right. Hotep, my brother. All right.
Uh, yeah, especially out there in Cali. Yeah, I know you done seen a lot of that when you went through there.
Yeah. New York, same way too.
Dang.
Yeah. But read on.
Con. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found,
He said, gather together
both
all men as they found, right? Read.
both bad and good.
Meaning wheat and tares, right? Read.
And the wedding was furnished with guests.
And the wedding was furnished with guests. Read on.
And when the king came in to see the guests,
Mm-hmm.
he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
Because guess what? The servants, they did their job, right? They just, how did they gather? They went, they bidding people to the marriage. That's what the only job,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only job that we got. Far as with the wheat and the tares, we can't go and say you a wheat and you a tare. We can't go there because there's no. We can see the spirit that a person can have on the tare, meaning the sin that a person have on. That's all the tear has on them, wicked men, or that goes into the sin that they have on them. Right?
Done.
But read on.
Done. And he said unto him,
Mm-hmm.
Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment?
Mm-hmm.
And he was speechless.
So guess what? This is Christ coming back. This is the Mashiach Yahushua coming into the marriage, and he asking them. He asking the tears. One of the tears. How did you get in here without a wedding garment on? Right? And he said the man was speechless, man. Right? Read on.
Mm-hmm. Done. Then said the king unto the servants,
What he say?
Bind him hand and foot,
So he told the
and
servants, bind them hand and foot, read.
take him away,
Mm-hmm.
and cast him into outer
And
darkness.
cast them into outer darkness, read.
There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
But we're gonna read about weeping and gnashing the teeth again, and when we get ready to go back, but it's gonna be latter in the latter part of the class, right? But read on.
For many are called, but few are
It
chosen.
said many people are called, but few are chosen, man. Right? And it's the same thing with the, like you say, with the weed and the tears. It's gonna be many people called to do this work, but it's gonna be few people chose to do it. Right?
Con,
So that's the only job that we got to do. We can't determine, hey man, this brother tear. No, we can't determine it. Because even if they go all the way completely off, we can do it, but just give them the scriptures and pray that brothers and sisters just come back to the fold. That's all we can do.
no,
Because they got enough time. I mean, they got time to do it, until they send Christ back. To the Most High send Christ
Con,
back. So when he send them back, the time is up then. But they got time to try to come back. Hopefully, guess what? The time is short. You know, it's like Romans 13:11 says high time, man. Right?
con,
So let's go back to Matthew chapter 13.
con,
Start at verse 28 again.
con. The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
He said unto them, an enemy have done this.
He said, "An enemy. Who is our enemies? Who is the enemy of the children of Israel?" Brothers and sisters, better not miss this. I ain't going nowhere until y'all put some precepts in there. Put it some precepts in on who the enemy is. I need some precepts, and I ain't going nowhere until they put the precept there. Because if you in the truth, if you in the truth more than a year and you don't know who our enemies is, then you're not studying. You don't know nothing about being in the truth if you don't know who our enemies is. Guess what? The Lord told us to live peaceably with all men, but don't think that they ain't our enemies. That's why the Lord tell
Mm-hmm.
us in Sirach chapter 12 to what? Never trust thine enemies, right?
Con. It's why.
That's why, right?
Con.
Right. Put the precepts in there, man. Who are our enemies? I want to see what brothers and sisters know. Who are our enemies?
Somebody said false, you are wrong about that.
They
I
got
don't
to
know what
put.
they talking about.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a person want to get entertained. I mean,
Yeah.
they ain't put nothing else beside that. I wanted to see what else
Yeah.
they had.
Where the scripture at? Mm-hmm.
Esau, yeah, Esau is the enemy.
Con.
I know Naj ain't the only person in there that who know who our enemy is.
Mm-hmm. Everybody should know who the enemies
Well, I'm
is.
talking about. Go to Job 9 and 24 first. Just go there right quick.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. Because Haman, oh no, I'm slocky. I'm reading Esther. The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right.
If not, where and who is he?
So the brother said our enemies is the 18 nations, the tears. I mean, I know he probably meant to mean the tears.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay then. Understand this. Understand this. 18 nations. It's only 18 nations in the book. So that means what we saying, what you saying is definitely right because Israel is included part of the 18 nations too. All right, that's a good precept. Right about that good precept. Let's go to Baruch. But this, but the tears is not just all the nations, all the other nations. The tears is part of our people too. Go to Baruch right
Con.
quick. We approve. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6.
Uh, the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
You were sold to the nations,
You were sold
not
unto
for
the nations, right? Read.
not for your destruction,
Uh-huh.
but because ye moved God's wrath,
Mm-hmm.
ye were delivered unto the enemies.
Right? This goes into the same thing as what brothers and sisters should be able to know this too. Deuteronomy chapter 30. Not Deuteronomy chapter 28, man. Shalak.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
sold unto your enemies.
Yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. Brothers and sisters should have it. When you get there, I'll read that.
Con. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships,
Right, read on.
by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall be sold unto your enemies
Mm-hmm.
for bondmen and bondswomen,
Right.
and no man shall buy you.
So these is part of being like you say, these is part of being an enemy. Right? Right? These is part of being an enemy. So when it speaks on like the tares being your enemies, we're gonna show you something. I understand brother say you're an elder, but watch this. Go to Psalms. We're gonna help your point, but then we're gonna show you another part of it though. You say your elder, you been here since 94. If you've been here since 94, you should know this what we finna pull. Psalm chapter 2, start at verse 1.
Con. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right?
Why do the heathen rage,
All right.
and the people imagine a vain thing?
And the people imagine a vain thing too, right? Read.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord
Against the Lord.
and against and
Mm-hmm.
against his anointed,
And against his anointed,
saying,
right? Read.
Let us break their bands asunder
Mm-hmm.
and cast away their cords from us.
Right. So this said, let us break their bands asunder and cast their cords. Meaning what? We had a direct line to the most high, right?
Con,
When we call upon the Lord is like a direct line. But they broke that thing, right? From us having it,
mm-hmm,
right? By making us stay in the sin, right? But read.
con, con. Verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens
Mm-hmm.
shall laugh.
Right, read.
The Lord shall have them in derision.
And so the Lord gonna have them, the people that's his enemies, the Lord said he gonna have them in derision, right? And we know this. Why? Because there's a law for this. Watch this. Go to Exodus chapter 23. We're gonna touch on it. Exodus chapter 23. Exodus chapter 23, 23, right?
Con.
In verse 22.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 22.
Uh-huh, read it.
But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice,
Right, read on.
and do all that I speak,
And do all
then
that the
I
Lord
will
speak, read.
then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies,
Uh-huh.
and an adversary unto thine
So
adversaries.
guess what? If we did what the Lord told us to do, he's gonna be an enemy to our enemies, right?
Con,
That was only for us being obedient, right? That he was gonna do that. Let's go to Lamentation. Yeah, let's go to Lamentation.
that's at Judah 5 and 22.
Right. Yes, Lord. Watch this.
Con,
Go to Lamentation chapter 2. So all the other nations, they was the enemy to the Lord. Go to Lamentation
con,
chapter 2 and verse 5. And who else can be an enemy? Read this.
con. The book of Lamentations, chapter 2, verse 5. The Lord was an the Lord was as an enemy. He hath swallowed up Israel.
So guess what? So who else can be a enemy to the Lord? Israel can be that too. So don't
Con,
think that Israel can't be a terror, right? This is what we got to make plain. You know what I'm saying? I want to give
con,
all the precepts to help. Yeah, the rest of the nations they was already a terror for the Lord, but Israel became a terror too, right? That's the reason why they got to send Christ back because guess what? The our people, our people, guess what they had full in their heart to do evil, to do wicked, right?
con,
So guess what? Why you think the Lord cast off the northern tribe, right? It's something like you say going into, like you say, if a person that's learned, they should know this, right? He said the Lord was as an enemy to us. to Israel, right? Read on. And he said he swallowed Israel up. This is why we went into captivity, because the Lord became our
God.
enemies. Right? Read.
He hath swallowed up all her places.
Right? So every
He
place
hath
we
destro-
went, read.
he hath destroyed his strongholds,
Mm-hmm.
and hath increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation.
So the Lord put mourning and lamentations on us. Right? It's something that we got to think about. It ain't just all the other nations, but we had became an enemy to the Lord too. And the Lord was
God.
disgusted about that thing, man. Right? Let's go back to Matthew chapter 13. So it's not wrong. You just got to, like I say, if a brother's got understanding of the other scriptures, that's why you say he's talking to people that know the law, right? So those that know the law have an understanding of the scriptures. The Lord's gonna be an enemy to our enemy, but it was a flip side to that too.
God.
All right.
You said we back in Matthew chapter 13?
All right. Matthew chapter 13. I
Okay.
get brother trying to get his point across, but I'm not. But yeah, those two different spirits. It's a good spirit and it's an evil spirit. We do we
God.
we accept it. It's a good spirit and it's an evil spirit,
God.
right?
The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 29.
Because the thing
But he
is,
said,
this is
oh,
hold on.
Salaki.
Because I mean, let me explain this too. Let me explain it. It's a good spirit and it's an evil spirit. Now, in the good in the good spirit, guess what? Israel can have a good spirit, or they can be like the oppressors, or like the other nations. They can have an evil spirit too that don't want to do nothing the Lord say, right? Don't think that Israel can't be like the enemy. That they can't do nothing like he say. They don't want to do nothing the Lord say. And and and,
God.
and Israel would do that, right? Because some of our people that's literally like that, that don't care nothing about what the Lord say. So the best way to find out if a person is Israelite or not is to ask them, do they understand rhyme and soul? Because you cannot learn it. Man, get the hell out of here, man. Rhyme, rhythm, and soul, because you cannot learn it. It is a spiritual thing. Either have it. Man, get the hell out of here, man.
So what he's saying that
Man,
I
get
guess
the.
the heathen nations don't got no rhythm.
Oh man, you
I
cannot.
get where you going with
Hey
that.
man, hey. I see why. Hey, it man said he an elder, man. I see why the Lord. I see why you on here, man. Hey, whoever you been study up under, hey brother. Hey, you need to rethink it again, man. You need to rethink that thing again, man. It
They
man
go pull
just
that
hey,
video out on you with Buddy hitting that little dip move, ain't it?
man, I'm gonna tell you something. And I did this class because I was asked to do this class. I'm telling you plain. Nephew, if that's the person you looking at, do not watch his class no more. You better call your uncle. Don't go looking at them classes no more. Because this man said the script, being an Israelite is based on the rhythm that a person has. What scripture, brother? What the heck? What scripture can you find in the Bible that's gonna, man? This is madness, man. This is
I hope
total.
you're just trying to be funny.
No, this brother's not trying to be funny, brother. This man is not.
Oh
This
man.
man is dead serious, man. God dang, brother. This brother. What it say? Martha, Martha. Brother, stop it, man. Let's go back, man. I can't. I'm talking about, boy. You cannot make this. You can't make this. You can't make it up. Look, Captain Yahri said what? That man said what? Thank you, man. Romans chapter 8, man. Thank you. Man. This brother think he can determine what a wheat and a terry is. We finna show you that you cannot determine what a wheat and a tare is. Right? Let's just read down. Let's just finish it up, man. Let's finish it up.
Con.
We're gonna let the
Verse
scripture
20.
talk because I'm doing a lot of talking and I ain't trying to laugh at brother. I hope brother get a better understanding there, but that's the wrong understanding of it, right? And it's gonna give
Yeah.
us plainly what this means, right? And I ain't got to say this Bible finna say what it is, right? We'll read this.
Verse the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 29. But he
Mm-hmm.
said, Nay, least while ye gather up the tares, ye
Mm-hmm.
root up also the wheat with them.
So if this talking about all the nations, then why is this rooting up the tares and the wheat all at one time?
Ain't gonna be able to
Right?
tell.
This meaning these tares and these wheat, you're not gonna be able to tell between the two. And it's gonna
Hmm.
explain it. We don't think, brother. I don't care how. Guess what? People that's 55 is. Guess what? It's a lot of 55-year-old just bugged out too in this truth.
Yeah.
It don't mean nothing,
That's why they gotta
brother.
be.
I-
I don't want
I'm
to
telling
even
you.
spoil it.
This brother said that, brother, you 55 years old, and you said the only way you can determine what a wheat and tear is by the rhythm and soul. Brother, you must be a dance machine or something, right? This got to be some AI stuff, man. But anyway, let's read verse 30, man.
Verse 30. Let both grow together
He
until
said,
the
let both grow
harvest.
together. Read to the time of harvest, right? Read.
And in the time of harvest, I will
Mm-hmm.
say unto the reapers,
What he gonna say?
gather ye together
Mm-hmm.
first the tares, and bind them in bundles to
Mm-hmm.
burn them,
To burn them, read.
but gather the wheat into my barn.
So, but gather the wheat until it's born. This is the elder. If you paying attention, this is the understanding. We finna jump down to verse 38 and we're gonna read down line upon line. We ain't going nowhere, and it's gonna give you the understanding to let you know you are not the one that's gonna be able to gather the determine what a terrier is because you don't know. And I don't know, right? None of us knows what a tear is, right? We
Except the
just know a
Most High.
person. Guess what? That person can have a tear spirit on them, but that thing can go away if the Lord will grant them to come back to be on the weak side. This is why the Lord said He don't want none of the people to perish, right?
Con,
But if you make him, this is where it's gonna be. But let's read on. Let's see what the scriptures say. Start at verse 38. Just read down.
con. The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 38. The field is the world.
The field is the world. Read.
The good seed are the children of the kingdom,
Right, meaning the children of Israel. Read on.
but the tares are the children of the wicked one.
Right. The tares are the children of the wicked one, meaning the other nation or Israel that's going into being wicked. Right? But read.
The enemy that sowed them is the devil.
The enemy that sold them is the devil, man. You cannot make this up, man. Read.
The harvest is the end of the world.
So he said the harvest is the end of the world. And we're gonna read this once we get finished reading this. We're gonna read that, right? Read on.
Hmm. And the reapers are the angels.
Brother, and that's what you're not. You're not an angel that's gonna go. We know angel, we know all this mean messenger, but you're not the angel for this job. This is not given to you unless the Lord literally allowed this to come down to give it to you. And but you don't know that. You got to endure until the end to get that whatever the Lord decided for He wants you to be. So you don't know
Con.
that. He said the reapers are the angels, right? And this is the job of the reaper. This is gonna explain it. Read.
Verse 40. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire,
So the tares are gathered and burned. The reapers, they gather in the tares and they burn them in the fire. Are you doing that job? No, elder. You're not doing that job. You're not gathering the tares up and burning them in the fire. That's not your job right now. Right? Read.
con, shall it be the end of his world.
So this he said this, but this is gonna
This
happen
world.
at the
Slacker.
end of this world, right? But read on.
Verse 41. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they
Mm-hmm.
shall gather out of his kingdom
Adam,
all
right? Read on.
out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity.
Right. So this is goes into just like we was explaining. to you. The tares is goes into the people that offended the Lord and the ones that done did what? Iniquity. Right?
God.
This is what this thing is touching on. This is the only thing what the tares is just, we understand it's two different spirits, good and evil. But guess what? Our people can do good and our people can be evil too, just as long as the rest of the nation. So based on what the tares are, it's telling us plainly these are the people. This is gonna gather out of all people, all kingdoms, the people that offended the Lord and the people that done iniquity. But read on.
And cast them into a furnace of fire.
And cast them into a furnace of fire. Read.
There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
The same thing that we read where in Matthew chapter 22 and verse 9. Right? These are
Hmm.
things that go one into the same. These things they don't diminish. Right? They go one into the same. Verse 43.
Verse 43. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in
Mm-hmm.
the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear.
Let him hear. Right? This is what you need to hear. Go to Zechariah. You know where we going. Zechariah chapter 13. We'll start at verse 7. Right?
The book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd,
And so the Lord
and
said, awake, O
against
sword, against my shepherd. Read.
and against the man that is my fellow,
Mm-hmm.
saith the Lord of hosts.
Read on.
Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered.
Right? So the Lord says, smite the shepherd and the sheep shall be scattered. Meaning what? We go into sin, the Lord will smite the shepherd, meaning our leaders, and guess what? The sheep got scattered, meaning among the nations. That's why the Lord got to gather everybody together. Right? So let's read. It's gonna read for itself. Read on.
God. And I will turn my hand upon the little ones.
Right? He's gonna turn his hand upon the little ones. Read on.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord,
Read
two
on.
parts therein shall be cut off and die,
But read.
but the third shall be left therein.
So the third gonna be left there in. Read on.
And I will bring the third part through the fire,
So the Lord said He gonna bring
and,
a third part through the fire. Right? Read.
and will refine them as
Mm-hmm.
silver is refined,
Read on.
and will try them as gold is tried.
Read on.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them.
Right? We be
I
no
will
more.
say,
We'll be no. Our bands will be no more broken asunder. Meaning, like in Psalms chapter 2, our bands will be no more broken asunder. We will have a direct line to the Lord. Meaning, when we call unto the Lord gonna hear us, and it's gonna make it plain. Read.
I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my
Right?
God.
He said they shall call upon. He said they shall call upon my name, and I will hear them. Right?
God.
And he said, I will say, it is my people. Meaning, guess what? My people calling me. What do y'all need? Right? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 66, man. Right? Because if our people be doing this thing the right way, it won't be nowhere need for us to be out some of our people to go to the lake of fire.
God.
It wouldn't be no need for that. Right? Matthew chapter 20, chapter 66, man. We're gonna start at verse
You said
uh
Matthew 66?
66 and verse 22. So like I say, if brothers is
Wait, you said, hold on, you said Matthew 66 and 22?
Isaiah Shalaki.
Oh, I'm looking
Isaiah.
like,
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 22.
God.
So that's
All
why I
right.
say, if you know I'm going toward speaking on Lake of Fire, you should already kind of come on now. Help a brother out.
It's like I was writing down the precept. My bad.
Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 22. For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, saith the Lord, so shall
Mhm.
your seed and your name remain.
So shall your seed and your name remain. Meaning what? The children of Israel that's doing the good, right? This is plain. This is goes into the wheat. The ones that name is gonna remain the same, but watch how it go. Because this goes into, like you say, go direct. It's a direct line to the wheat and the tares. Right? Well, read.
Con. Verse 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon unto another,
From one new moon into another, read.
and from one Sabbath to another,
Right, read.
shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord.
Said the Lord. I mean, it ain't what we said. The Lord saying this. Meaning
Con.
every new moon, every Sabbath day, everybody gonna come to what? See the Lord. Yes, Lord. Read on.
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me.
So the Lord
For
said,
them,
guess what? We if we make it there, we gonna go look at the people that transgress. Mean we gonna go to look at the go to look at the tares.
con,
Read.
con. For their worm shall not die,
Mm-hmm.
neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be a whoring unto all flesh.
Meaning what? We'll be going to the lake of the fire, Lord willing, and we gonna look at everybody. Just to just a quick reminder, you better be glad you ain't over there, right?
Con,
This is plain upon tables, man, and I hope brothers can receive it, man. Right? It's something that brothers need to get their mind wrapped around, man. Right? And I hope I ain't say because I'm just really prone just bash the elders, but the thing is, most elders, if they get onto your platform, they'll kind of watch it, but they ain't gonna speak out into the comment section to try to go in on it like that. I hope, brothers, hope you get a better outlook on things, because even if I watch another count or go on watching another, and while I watch another count, you'll never catch nobody on our comment board. And if we do, we gonna have to have a discussion about it. Somebody from our
con,
camp going in on somebody in another congregation. That ain't how we do it. Israel, guess what? You never go into building on your platform. I don't care if you've been in the truth 95 years. You still have respect among your peers, right? Meaning your brethren, right? But not to try to make this thing a spectacle, because I pray that brother get a better understanding of it. Because what I seen, and I hope what I seen brother saying what he put on comment board tonight, I hope brother hope brothers get his spirit kind of checked better than that, because that ain't how that thing go. As I'm driving, but the scriptures say what they say. Yep, scriptures say what they say, man. And with that, we give our honor and praise to the Most High. I hope brothers and sisters can have a better understanding about the wheat and the tares, right? I hope
con,
brothers and sisters have a better understanding about that. Let's go pull us a law, man. Go to Exodus chapter 23 and verse 22. We know we either pull a law, we pull a statute, or we'll pull a commandment, man. I thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning in. Y'all y'all share the video, help us push the truth around the four corners of the earth, man, of the world, man.
con,
Right? We need to get this truth out there, man. Hopefully, the Lord sell this 144 so we can get the hell up out of captivity, man. We tired of
con.
giving Esau everything we need, everything we got.
We earn, yeah, con.
We
The
tired of
book
that,
of
man.
the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 22.
All right, read it.
But but if thou shalt indeed obey his voice
All right, read on.
and, and do all that I speak,
Mm-hmm.
then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies,
Read on.
and an adversary unto thine adversaries.
All praise to the Most High, man. Hope y'all brothers and sisters got
Uh,
edified, man. Hope y'all got a better understanding about the wheat and the tares. Y'all already know we got the Cash App, GoFundMe, different little avenues if you want to give on. Help us keep pushing this truth. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning in. Uh, and y'all have a good work week. 'Cause we already know how captivity go. Y'all have a good week.
uh,
Uh, I'm glad to see Hope Sister Mary Houston. Hey man, keep throwing them prayers out for her family. Hey,
uh,
I always keep them prayers going, man. All right, for the nation of Israel, man. All right, keep them prayers going and keep on pushing this truth, man. And with that, we give our honor and praise to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.
Shalom.